Hello there, everybody, and welcome to what is a new Lone Crown show. Looks like my hair is weird here. Yes, that's a good intro. I'm just touching my hair all nicely and be like, you're so beautiful. I mean, look at this new sweater and all. New sweater hype. It's not the pink sweater class, but it truly is a beautiful one. So I got this one in when I was in America. I'm drinking OJ because I'm saluting that there's no show this week. So I'm like, yeah, I'm taking over everything. And the best way to do it is to do my own show, because you all want to see this. You all want to see all this goodness up in your grills. So as you can see, I thought I would try and record with OBS this week instead of how I normally do it. Normally I just record my audio and then just put it in the back screen and then just edit it together, and voila, you have like the melty goodness of two things combining and becoming one. So instead I'm thinking I could spare any editing by just doing it just booting it up and just saying, yay, welcome to me, and it gets more personal if you see my face. So I tried to have a frame. It isn't the best frame work ever. Man, I should have used silver. Man, that could look good. I didn't know what to do, so I was training for time because I want to record this before I get interrupted and stuff. So that's why I just damn it, now I'm regretting that. That should be so much better with some sort of silver grayish metalish shield around it. And it took longer to do this, to get it right. It's so much easier with XSplit, but I haven't actually record because the files I do with XSplit get so huge. So that is the reason why I tend to not do it, because what I do is I don't do the local recording because those usually never work for me, because they record at like 1000 frames per second or something like that with XSplit, which I don't understand why. But so I just fraps the screen, and those fraps files always get humongous, just like huge. Yo, it's weird. You can only I have cropped the webcam, so you can't. It's quite a wide one. It's like 1080p 920, so it's quite a wide webcam view, and I don't know, you usually use it for person, so you don't really need it to be 1080p, which I never thought of before actually, when I bought it and all. So yeah, that's So you may be wondering, I had the possibility to have probably a guest this week, but I figured that I wanted to do a solo one, and also I'm sick, but you can't hear it right now because I've used like nasal drops at the moment, so it will last a couple of hours and then I will back to like snoring and being all sick like. Yes, being all sick like, that's the common thing. And also the thing about this, I can actually show you stuff. This is fantastic. Here's my sunglass hat kit. Yes, you can't really see it. I don't want to. And I have my own sunglass case. I mean, how swag isn't that? I mean, look at this. And I don't know, have I shown? Yeah, you have seen my me in these glasses before, because I put one up on Twitter and be like, yeah, swag, bro. Come to Papa, man. I'm like, all cool, yo. I should talk like this forever. Like, yeah, man. It's a chill day, man. I'm just gonna lean back, and you can just watch me and my big daddy here. And we go to town all day. And I have no idea what this accent is, but sure is. We're gonna use it as long as you get pissed off at me. And that's probably forever and ever in my heart. It's weird. I hate watching a webcam because it's like mixed. So you're like, oh shit, it's over here somewhere. I should go. Woo! Woo! Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I mean, maybe a vlog has been even better for this. But yeah, I mean, I can just combine it all together. Podcast, video, and we all just set up for this. And if you just download it, then you can imagine, because I talk like this, even though I talk like this all the time. It's I don't know, even when I don't have webcam, I'm talking like you see what I'm doing. You can see, because as you can see, I have a lot of hand movements, like, and right now people who can't see the webcam are like, okay, what the fuck is he doing now? And imagining myself jumping up on to back of a unicorn and riding him, with standing on top of him and be like, yeah, I'm surfing, yo, look at me, I'm the coolest, yo, swag. Fantastic. I have alienated every one of you who doesn't know who I really am. I mean, they're like, what the fuck is this idiot? And I don't know. I don't know myself. But I feel like having sunglasses and drinking orange juice. Only thing missing is this orange juice. I'm gonna put some vodka in it and be like, woo! It's party time! Yeah! I'm like the cool bro. This podcast so far not what I had planned. For once, I sort of planned. But what the fuck? Flip tables, who cares? Yes. So maybe I should like try and be more. I'm not gonna say professional, because that ship has sailed long time ago. So I'm going to do not this one, but in like another one. I'm going to probably like create some music and have sort of jingle for certain sections, because I want to have a news section. It's not gonna be like, yes, I'm gonna talk about the world problems and why I think the plane in Malaysia is in space. Because it is. The aliens have taken it. Don't you know the aliens have come and they probed everyone on that ship? Because the ass has too much power. I have never. Someone can probably tell me who started the probing idea, because that makes so fucking no sense. I mean, seriously, probing. Why would they want to go up our assholes? That's just not healthy for anyone, not the aliens either. I mean, I figured the brain would be a better place to start. even though you will kill off the people, but I don't know, or make them swallow it, or like cut up some skin and like surgery style in some bug into your system. I mean, it feels like there's a lot more better ways they could have handled those situations. And also, my space donkeys are hiding on the moon, or not hiding. I have my own plot of land. Not really, but they occupy it. So whenever like Wall Street person buys it, he's gonna have a fun feeling when he finally tries to do something with that and see, holy shit, there's a bunch of crazy donkeys here. I didn't sign up for the flip table. Woohoo! I just love that, like flip table. Yes, we should all flip tables. Like have a Shane video of just everyone's just flipping tables. It could be just a small one. You have a miniature one that's designed to look like a table. Flip table, and then you like design it like a hamster have it. Oh my god, flip table! That is so. I hate that I can't do animation because I feel like there I can do whatever I like. Last night I figured. Thought about this weekend. I was like, damn, I would like to do animation because I would just do HK-47, who is the assassin robot from the Knight of the Old Republic game. He's one of my favorite characters in a video game of all time. I would just have him do like like normal life, or like just have him in bunch of different scenarios. I don't care if someone else has done it. I want to do that just for fun. That's the thing. I don't care what other people like. That's thing. I enjoy coming up with stuff. The problem is I don't have the skill set sort of to do this because I never been good at like arts or like any like that sort of stuff. Maybe I should just this summer be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna work on animation whole summer. I'm gonna read up on stuff and just do everything and just come up with stuff because I mean it's so priceless to do that. I know there's a lot of people already doing that, so it would be a high competition, but I feel like I have the creativity side to match it because I am good at making stories, and I could just make like it wouldn't have to be I know animation takes a fucking long time, so I know you would do smaller videos, but I could just make all of the stories I could make serious stories if I got good enough at art, maybe, and just maybe I yeah maybe I just write the story and then just could have simple pictures. I don't know, but I heard that maybe I should just try and do like become decent at art because I heard like Manga Studios 5 or something like that is really easy to use because I saw a tweet that just like even like a guy with Parkinson's could draw a straight line with that. I'm like, that sounds something for me because I don't have Parkinson's, but I'm shaky handed. If I can't be still with my hands. Even I almost always have to do something with my hands because I don't know, I could say I get bored, but I always have to keep them constantly in motion, constantly doing something because they get restless. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know why, but that's also maybe one thing, but why I started gesturing this much, because it's a way to keep my hands occupied without like, you don't see this, but mostly when when if you maybe hear weird sounds or something. Well, I mean, I have these that you clip on to like bags and stuff, and I now that I have one, I should put it down before I start. I don't know, manipulating them, just abusing them, making them feel like I'm so uncomfortable. I don't know. Can you please stop this, please? I've done nothing wrong. Stop clicking me. Click. Yes. So the reason I've sort of started leaning towards where this podcast were going, and that was I was going to talk about my future in life, and that is something I never got into in the last total podcast because I know I think I talked about too much other stuff, even though that was stuff I also want to cover, so probably that would have ended up in this one if I hadn't talked about it in that one. So the reason why is because I have applied for different schools here in Sweden, and you may think, oh, this is your set plan. If you come into the schools you're looking for, then you're like, that's going to be it. And that's not the whole story of it all, because if I got this reporter job for the World Cup that I said at the end of the last of that one, and also my vlog, if I get that, then I would set on a path that I can easily use so much to my advantage to get into football and sports. International football. I quite like that term. It's easier for me to say. I will say first time international football. So going to the World Cup and stuff and doing a good job of covering the World Cup would be priceless. That experience could land me anything, basically, when it comes to sports. And I would if I did a good job, I would so skyrocket in people noticing me. I mean, it's all about what you make of it. And if you don't make the most of it, that sort of situation, make people lasting memory, making sure they know like who you are. I mean, being a reporter in that sort of situation, I would have to tell me, if I be myself like I am, like all this, why didn't I just also reference this? Why didn't I do that? Now I feel like an idiot, because I have quite good camera presence now, but I still have a good amount of already from the beginning. And also, to be fair, I don't have vlogs. I could say I have a podcast where I talk about everything, so I have presence of like talking for people. I mean, it's not like it will be a difference, like people reading your blogs and people reading, seeing like pictures of yourself. I don't know, reading a podcast, listening to a podcast. I mean, fuck! I could have done that. I could have. Now I feel pissed off. Although, when I think about it, I mean, the next World European Championship is going to be France, if I recall correctly. Oh man, even if maybe I should That's 2016. Yes. So I'm 26 then. If I don't have anything, maybe I should just, even though like try and just get tickets to like all the games and just do some sort of like podcast on the spot and promote it and stuff. That would be quite cool. Yeah, but the World Cup, like being a reporter and stuff, I haven't heard anything from them yet. No calls or no emails or that sort of stuff. So I don't. I mean, I think I've told you this before, but the process here in Sweden are awful. It's frankly horrendously bad, and I think there's so much work for people that you can do, and so many hidden jobs you can do, that it's just so sad. There's jobs you can do, but people don't know it because you try and get your friends or your friend's friend, or you have like another workers and their friends and people they know, and like it's all about knowing people here in Sweden. It's not about, unless you have overqualified or really qualified for like the jobs that are higher tier, they are usually not that many that's gonna like, if you have the like, you're always gonna be called to those jobs. So yeah, those jobs are easier to get to, but lower tier jobs or no experience, more like it, and also the ones that require some experience, those are going to be loaded with people applying for them. And yeah, I it sort of, it sucks that the process can take 6 months. It's and then you already forgot about it, and that's one of the reasons why sort of I had problem motivating myself to apply for, because I got called once, I think, for a job interview thing. I never, none of the other times I ever got called in for interview. And because it's just so many people like trying, and also I yeah, in cinema as well, so 2 places. And the cinema, I couldn't convince them either. And why? Because you have a group conversation where everyone's gonna say, I mean, you listen, and then and suddenly you start, what is my opinion to the matter? Instead you just like saying like what the other guy says or stuff like this, and suddenly you come into a whole other mindset and stuff. So yeah, that sort of sucks. So I just been sticking with doing the little work I do, and because I have a great mother that helps me out, and now I'm just gonna go and study because there's no other point. I mean, I have applied for jobs, and unless you know people, then you're not gonna get anywhere, or you have to get like, yeah, I'm just no. Yeah, so I've applied for a couple of different things. So I applied for the first one that's top of my list is English studies, because I feel like if I get better at writing in English, that's gonna help me a lot. And if I just get better in general and like words and that sort of stuff, it's going to boost me. Also doing a class like that, it's demand you have deadlines and that sort of stuff. It helps you so much to just get stuff done. So that's why I chose that, and also because it also takes here in my city, and then I can also keep on living here and keep on working and helping out with my being. Sorry, I have to just read this so I there we go. I just had to get that. Yeah, so so I could keep on working, keep on not having to get money and get in debt. So that would be the perfect solution to it all, because I wanted to do like movie and stuff here, but they have apparently it maybe was a failure this season, this year, because they stopped doing it here in Malmo, where I'm at, and yeah, I just so. And my second is script writing, and in more of northern Sweden. It's not that north, it's like semi-north Sweden. And yeah, so that is something I applied for, and that would be a huge step, because I would move somewhere and live by myself, which I always wanted, because I mean, I have no problem being by myself. It's where I feel most comfortable, is being by myself. So yes, I like to hang out with people, but I have the internet, so it doesn't matter. The people I hang out with are the cool people like Lambent, Caesar, Nate, Vida, Nate, Anthony, Ram. I haven't forgot anyone. I get pissed off when I hear someone forgets me, so I don't know. If I did forget you, yes, and my sister as well. That's the one I forget. Yes, of course. She's the one I play mostly video games with. Such a nice, lovely day. Yes, so that's the second one, and then the third one is the same place, but doing all kind of movie related stuff. And then the fourth thing is in also movie, but in another place, middle of Sweden, sort of. But I said earlier that even if I think if I get into the English studies one, I'm definitely doing that one, because it's perfect. It's here I can keep on living here. I can keep on like working. Why can't I find a word? Keep working where I work, that part-time stuff, and I can keep on doing this, and that would just be perfect for me. So yeah, so that one, if I get into that one, I'm definitely doing, then that's certain. If I don't get that one, it's not certain that I will go and doing the script one for here in Sweden, because I sort of feel like just going balls to the wall and go off and 6 months being 6 months in Australia and just work with whatever and just stop caring about the future and just do that and get the experience, and maybe when I get back I can find something else that suits me, and just the experience from doing that usually means people will be like notice more and be like, oh shit, he's been working in Australia, that takes some person to do that. And how I never get they are more impressed with people that go out into the world, but those people are the ones that are going to leave again, instead of getting that person who is going to stay in Sweden and always be in Sweden. I can't say I understand it, like why you're like, oh, that shows some kind of shows that that person won't do what he wants to do. No, that's it. For me, it's like, yeah, that person didn't want to, just wanted to put stuff on hold with his life and just do whatever, and just I don't see the same way other people see it. I don't know. So that's the what. And also, if everything like this, I'm like, doesn't feel any of this, then I have a potential of working in London at kind of ish the same work I do here. It's being home at people, like helping them out with everyday life. But I mean, that job scares me so much because it, like, this work job I have now, it doesn't demand extremely much, but like being home at people, like cooking helping them cook and whatever it is, like clean and all that sort of stuff. I mean, I'm okay at it, but I would feel like don't know if I. And also London, it's a big city. It's not my style. It's not my style to do a big city, really. I mean, you would say, oh, if I said I was in the third biggest city in Sweden, I'd be like, oh shit, that sounds quite big. But 300,000 inhabitants isn't that big. It's decent normal size. It's like average size is how I see it. And yeah, there are a lot of but it's easy to get everywhere. You can walk like almost everywhere, almost. Like you can bicycle all over. Like you can get anywhere. From where I live, I can easily get everywhere. And sometimes, yeah, sure, if you want to get any place at a reasonable time, sure, car is probably the best part. But yeah, I funny enough, the news section I wanted to do, I never got out. That was probably perfect that I didn't put that in this episode, and because yeah, I have two stocked up. I don't know if I will do them in the same or if I do them otherwise. But yeah, I will just lean back, and I wasn't. At the end of this, I was being serious and being all honest with you. I always honest, and just saying, this is who I am and this is my future. So sometime in the summer I will know more, and we will see where I will be. The only thing I'm kind of annoyed about, if I go to Australia, I heard that they have terrible internet, and that's going to suck. But if I want to do something different, I just have to accept that, even though it might be that I have those 6 months I can't hang out as much with the people. Damn it, I missed Smart Guy earlier in the ones, mostly because I talked to him for the first time in many months. So yeah, I should have drank more. So yeah, thank you all. If you have managed through this one, then I can just say thank you for listening, and keep on listening. I didn't talk much about my weekend, more than I was sick. That's just the bottom line of that. And also, if you are, this is promotion, if you want to, me, Nate, Anthony, and Vida is already in it, and Ram is already in. We're all in the Carthage Industries organization we have created for Star Citizen that will come out probably not until next year. But yeah, we are creating it. We're trying to get some sort of like guild or organization, as it's called here, together, and yeah, we're gonna take over that Star Citizen universe because we are all swag-tastic, and Trig Jegman, as I call myself, because it's all about that. Yeah, it's a homage to Cox and Crender. Then there's name. Just go watch Cox and Crender. By the way, yeah, just do that. Go there, and if you haven't listened to the podcast, just listen to them. They're better than mine. Fuck, why are you listening to me? Go and listen to them. If I could have my podcast. Also, I'm going to, after what Smart Guy is telling me, I need to do a podcast with him because we need a crazy dude back doing podcast sometimes, because we it just blows my mind the stuff he's telling me, and yeah, or still can't believe that we never recorded when we went on Kickstarter and just ranted about that. We have the weirdest conversations. That's why we should really have a podcast, and then that would be like its own thing. Crazy stuff with Mark and Smart Guy. So, thank you all for listening. The swag-tastic outro. I will see you guys. Maybe next time. Maybe never. Maybe in your dreams. Who knows? Swag-tastic. Yeah.